Hi, it's Jay here from IntelligentTrendFollower.com. Today I'm excited to do a quick video for you with 2 tips on how to find multi-bag stock ideas. So to get started, we're going to head over to finviz.com and then just click on the screener tab once you're there. When you click on the screener, you by default land on this descriptive tab. Great place to start. Lets you just customize some of these high-level criteria. For today, I'm just going to put a volume criteria of over 100K just to ensure that the stocks we are looking at, all 4,200 of them, have a baseline level of liquidity so that we'd be able to get in and out were we to trade these ideas. Now, for finding multi-bag ideas, the first tip I want to show you, it's actually so simple, you'll probably think it's silly. Just head over to the technical tab here, and then we're going to look at performance, which is rate of return over a given time frame. And basically, we just want to look for stocks that are already up a lot. Momentum tends to persist over 6, 12, 18, 24-month time frames. So I want to look at stocks that, over the last year, you could either just go up a lot and then sort by performance, or you could say stocks that are up over 50%. Then again, you can just click on the performance tab here and sort by performance over the last year, either in descending or ascending order. So the cool thing here you'll see is that there are some multi-bag ideas here. There's stocks that are up a lot already. And the basic premise of this approach here, just looking for high performers, is that if a stock is going to go up 800%, it needs to go up 50% or 100% first. So maybe you don't want to look at these highest performers because they maybe are already a bit stretched, but certainly any of these ideas that are doing already up so much year to date, there's no reason they couldn't keep running further and further. So I know it sounds kind of silly, and you can get a little bit more specific. Maybe you want to find stocks that are up big but down today or down this week, so you can try to get in on a pullback. But or you could sort by volume here if you wanted, to try to find the highest volume gainers this year. But the general idea is by looking at stocks that are already up a lot over the last year, over the last quarter, you can really start to find pockets of momentum, and then you can cull this down. So, this is really the first tip I want to show you. And again, this is all on the free FinViz. You don't need the real-time one for these end-of-day ideas I'm showing you here. The first tip I wanted to say was just look at the high performers. The multi-baggers are often hiding in plain sight, and a lot of the time it's just having the gumption to kind of jump on them and, of course, manage risk along the way. The other tip I wanted to show you is just over here on the fundamental tab. What I've found is that multi-bag ideas are typically going to be growing very quickly, and especially the top line. So, this is telling me that there's a ton of demand from the end markets, and that's exactly what I want to see here. So FinViz, again, makes this really easy. Depending on your time frame, you can either look at most recent quarters, maybe over 30%, for instance, quarter over quarter growth. You see that gives still over 100 ideas that are up quite a bit year to date, and by all accounts could keep running. You'd also, if you wanted something with a bit of a longer term track record, you could look at sales growth over the past 5 years here. We can just keep that positive, and then these are consistent growers. And you'll see there's probably some familiar names on the list here, but this is a really great way to start finding multi-bag ideas, is just to look for the companies that are growing sales the fastest. These are probably the ones that are experiencing the most demand and can keep moving up. And then just, one of the things I like about FinViz, they make it really easy with this Alt tab. You can see all the different criteria you have across all the different types of screen, and this makes it really easy to just review everything, make any tweaks. 80 stocks is a little bit much to work with as a watch list, so you maybe want to add in some additional criteria. For instance, if you were interested in profitability, maybe you could look for positive return on equity. That cuts it in half again. You can see we're getting down to a really great short list here of ideas. I think that's what I wanted to share with you today is that when you're looking for potential multi-bag ideas, always ensure there's enough volume to get in and out. Tip number one, really look at the performers, the highest performers already. There's no need to try to pick a bottom or be a genius. We're just looking for stocks that are moving the most. So find the stocks that are moving the most. And then on the fundamental side, really, I think makes sense in my experience at least to prioritize top line growth if you want to do any fundamental screening, and then you can start to layer on additional filters to get your watch list down to a more reasonable size, or you could use some of the descriptive filters, like maybe you wanted to find potential multi-baggers that were still cheap, that you'd be able to pick. Sorry, that's over 20, I meant under 20 here. And then this will get you a short list of ideas that, while they've run a lot, they're not too expensive yet from an absolute share price perspective. So I hope you found this helpful. Please do feel free to subscribe to the channel and check out the website intelligenttrendfollower.com. I'll be back at you soon with more videos. Thanks again very much.